Hello everyone, welcome back to another video by European Union. Today we're going to be talking about the Soviet Union. Now, a lot of a lot of male American teenagers, especially on the internet, really like the Soviet Union, I guess. So like to joke about it, about communism, blah blah blah, all that good stuff, or bad stuff. I don't know. You probably are communist, but anyway. To get into the beginnings, the Soviet Union was a communist union that was administered by Russia and Russia's small little buffer zone of 14 to 15 countries that bordered it. I think the buffer zone was the Baltics, the Western Europe, no, Eastern Europe, the stand countries, except Afghanistan and Pakistan. Um, and yeah, that was pretty much their Soviet Union countries. Um, there was 8 presidents, surprisingly, which means that there was more leaders in the Soviet Union than there were in Russia. Uh, However, you guys probably only know about Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin. Stalin, Vladimir Lenin and Stalin, Vladimir Lenin was the first president, and then Stalin was the second. Lenin actually didn't want Stalin to become the president, but when he died, he forgot to make it illegal for Stalin to be the president, so Stalin became the president because he was in charge of the jobs. Um, and also, Vladimir Putin and Vladimir Lenin are not related. It's just a really weird coincidence that they have both Vladimir in their name. But I'm pretty sure their first names are Putin and Lenin. I'm not too sure. They also have Lenin and Stalin also made themselves cities, which is one was Leningrad. No. One was I think I don't know, but one was I think Stalingrad, and the other one was Lenin. No, I think it was Leningrad, and then it was Stalingrad. Yeah. Um, but now it's called Volgograd or something. I don't know. The only Lenin thing related to Russia is the exclave that borders Poland. It's Kaliningrad. So yeah. But anyway, the Soviet Union was home to 293 million people, uh, which is more than Nazi Germany by a long shot. It's more than Russia itself. Russia's population, I think, is 144 million. Um, and the Russian Empire, which is pretty much Russian America, uh, which is Alaska. And yeah, 70% of the people are, according to the Soviet census, which was made in 1889. 70% of the people were East Slavs. 12% were Turkish, and the rest were below 10%. However, that was the 1989 Soviet. Oh, sorry. I have like a script here, so that's why. But yeah, that was pretty much the 1989 Soviet census, which was recorded pretty much before, like a decade before the Union actually dissolved. So that might not be that accurate, but if you guys do know some more accurate information, make sure to leave it down in the comments down below. It lasted for 6 9 years, uh, from December 1922 to December 30th, 1922 to December 26th, 1991. Some will agree that this, and also, which means it did actually last for 69 years. And also, some will agree that the Soviet Union participated in the Cold War, which is true, that is fact, which started in 1945 to 1989. Some people may say that it ended in 1991 with the Soviet Union collapse. Some people may say it started in 1917, before the Soviet Union. um, so yeah, the Cold War, the Cold War was like the big thing that like most people when they relate. when they talk about the Soviet Union, they relate it to the Cold War. The Cold War was kind of like the closest humans have ever gone to World War III or nuclear annihilation. However, JFK, even though the U.S. government or the U.S. military never, they always wanted to attack the USSR and attack Cuba and stuff like that. JFK never, he disagreed. He never wanted to attack the USSR, unless they attacked, him, of course. And so, and that was vice versa with the Soviets. The Soviets and Castro, the leader of communist Cuba, the Soviets and Castro, the military really, really, really wanted to bomb the United States and destroy it, but the president of the Soviets decided, no, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Um, um, Also, I mentioned Cuba. You may have heard I mentioned Cuba. Cuba is a communist, was once I think a capitalist country. However, the government was overthrown by Fidel Castro, a man who was I think he was mainly kind of like Lenin. He had a really strong hatred for the United States. Every time they seemed like they were gonna invade Cuba, so he had partnered with the USSR, and the USSR made a base in Cuba, just like how the United States made a base in Turkey. So you know they had Cuba became like a communist country because of the USSR. And also, Castro was like the most aggressive guy ever. Like he was like Kim Jong Un, but like more aggressive. Like he was like, I will destroy the United States. He was going to if the USSR was like never existed, like it was like all run by Castro, we would probably be dead. So I'm glad that the Soviet Union was like the big brother in this situation, because that would have ended badly. Um, and there was also a submarine on October 27th, 1962. There was a Soviet submarine trying to go to Cuba to deliver a nuke that could bomb anywhere in the United States. However, they had got stopped by a blockade, the American blockading Cuba, and so since they thought that they were trying to attack, they thought, oh no, like it must be war. Plus, they lost contact with Moscow, so they already thought it was war. The war started. And so they were two of the people, those three people on board. Two people decided they wanted to launch the nuke. However, one person, his name is Vasil Akarpov, he decided that um they didn't want to launch the nuke. Like he decided not to launch the nuke, and because of that, they went back to Moscow and preventing an entire nuclear war. And plus, if you want to know, the nuclear bomb was a third the power of the Hiroshima bomb, the first nuclear bomb to be used on a civilization, like on a city. So yeah. And so, lastly, most Americans in the 1960s used to blame stuff they didn't like on the USSR, such as like your dog barking in the morning. They were communists. The guy holding up traffic, he was a communist. Like, some stuff like that. Like, oh, you like the guy who didn't pay you on time, he was a communist. Like that mysterious person. They were a communist. That was pretty much what it was like. Uh, and the FBI also questioned a lot of people, like especially people who weren't American, and like were from the Eastern European area. They questioned them hard, like, "Are you a communist?" Because Eastern Europe was like a really large communist area, such as well as East Germany too. So that was actually the one Western country that was split. But yeah, but anyway, uh, nah, but yeah, anyway, Now, however, the 30-year-old organization, I say it's 30 years old because it dissolved. It took 30 years ago. That's when it dissolved, or billion seconds ago. Um, it dissolved 30 years ago. It's yeah, the 30-year-old organization has dissolved. The internet users, especially American male teens, joke about communism a lot today, and there's like communism rules, but nobody actually likes communism because communism is pretty much a system where you don't own anything, but you own everything, but the government owns everything. Confusing, I know, but I don't know how Cuba actually works for communism. It is a communist country. Search it up. So yeah, I don't know how they run it. Maybe they have a different system than the USSR, but yeah, you can search that up on your own time. Anyway, though, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. And also, the next video for geography, for the geography or the channel, next video will be the UK, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. That's gonna be the next video, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, saving your lives one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes, I do it for the people. I'm Peter Parker running through the six with a bag full of tricks. My boy, you better choose a side. I may have lost the battle, but I will not lose the war. I can promise you I will not lose this time. And I did it all independent, or really I